Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the once good old Rocky Pod. It's a dark day in Tennessee athletics.
What was that?
I mean, why?
Get it all out,
We're
Matt.
going to lose to Duke on Sunday or something?
Lose the Duke. I bet you Danny White's thinking, man, I didn't hire Rick Barnes.
I bet
Lose
Danny's
the
thinking
Duke.
about how much money they made on an exhibition.
Yeah,
for
that he
Sunday.
he can pocket that money. He can put it in the treasure chest. That's right. We're talking about Gritty Daddy White.
It's
Folks,
just an absolute banger.
Please check out the first Good Old Rocky Pod single on Spotify.
yes, AI generated. Want to throw that out there. We asked Caleb to lend his vocals, but he was busy. So, it's got like over 700 views on YouTube.
How many?
Over 700.
Oh, nice.
730. Yeah.
And for good reason. It is
It's a
good
banger. It's
listening.
a banger. But yes.
The day has come.
Absolutely terrible day here on Rocky Top. Tony Vitello, after 5 excruciating days of hope, I don't even know. I mean, accepts the San Francisco Giants managerials. I saw they call it field manager. When do we start calling MLB managers field managers?
I guess he's not the general manager, he's the field manager.
Yeah, it's always been a Bobby Cox, manager of the Braves. Dusty Baker, manager of the Cubs. Lou Piniella, manager of the Mariners.
It's like a promotion from general to field marshal. I don't know.
So the whole timeline thing was one of the craziest things to me. Because like Saturday when the news came out, it was a complete gut punch. And we thought it was over. But then like by the end of the day, everyone's like, well, the longer this goes on, the better news it is for Tennessee. So we get to like Sunday night, nothing's happened, so we're all feeling good. And then there's chatter like, oh, well, they just have to wait till the ALCS is over on Monday, and then he's going to take the job. Well, that passes. Tuesday morning comes, and I think he's going to leave. He's not gone yet, so I'm like, oh, he's going to stay. He's going to stay. He's practiced. He's about to show up for practice. And then by the time today came, I was like, there's no hope. He should.
And I want to go ahead and preface this. Folks, if you're listening to this with your kids, around your kids, in earshot of kids, probably not a good idea because we try to keep it PG here on the pod, but not fucking today, okay? Pete fucking Thamel in the middle of the day. He's like, oh, yep, here he goes. Here he goes. Tony's leaving.
That made me mad too, Matt, because that's Danny White's chosen
That's
mouthpiece.
Danny White's fucking mouthpiece, yep.
Pete Thamel's a college football reporter. Why is he tweeting about college baseball? And the only reason is because Danny wanted to get it out before whoever Vitello wanted to tell.
What I don't get was before this, we heard that the team was taking batting practice at Lindsey Nelson. Did he tweet this before Tony had a chance to meet with the team? Were players finding this out before being told? I mean, that timeline's a little iffy on if Tony got to meet with the players, if he did it early this morning. Like,
I bet Tony met with him this morning. Danny said something about that he met with Tony this morning. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't believe a fucking word that comes out of his mouth, but carrying on.
Chris, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm just kind of dumb about it. I can only the same things that made Tony unique here and make this special were always going to be the same things that took him away. He's charismatic, enigmatic, ridiculously high energy, just a one of one kind of guy. And that made Tennessee baseball under him something altogether different. It wasn't just baseball. There was something genuinely special. Even when we weren't in Omaha, even when we weren't winning championships of any kind, there was an aura. There was something very, very distinct about it. And that, as much as anything, is what propelled this thing. And the only, it's hard for me to be angry about him taking a professional job. Is one of 32. Is he the only college baseball coach to ever make this jump?
Yes.
Okay. It's a very unique thing.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, if he's going to do it and he wants to do it so bad, why did it take 5 days?
Do you think, what part of your gut says that it was a genuinely emotionally difficult decision? Or do you think that they were just ironing out the details and he just had to, when someone jumped the gun on it, news being news, internet being internet, ruined our whole Saturday as if it wasn't going to be ruined already?
It's like
What do you think?
it's like that news came out as if they thought that the game was at like 3:30. Because that's kind of the time it came out, middle of the day. You're like, whoa. I was sitting here getting ready to watch Alabama, like worrying about the Alabama game. And then, there's this. Oh, we'll just hide this at the start of kickoff. Well, no.
I don't know. You had guys like Kendall Rogers who saying like, yeah, the longer this goes on, I think he might actually stay at Tennessee. Like I don't think it was a foregone conclusion that he was gone.
Well, then you have him saying that this has been happening for a couple of weeks now.
Well, yeah, ever since his name kind of popped up on the list, like you had to know there was something there. They wouldn't put his name on there for no reason.
And then I guess he also said that the Giants gave him a deadline or kind of needed to know by this weekend, which obviously didn't happen, but
I think it was a genuinely difficult decision for him. I mean, he's a sentimental Italian guy.
Yeah, which makes me, I know it was a difficult decision, which makes all this stuff that's come out today even more infuriating. It's like, it seems like we didn't do everything possible to tip the scales towards him staying.
That's what I get. That's the feeling that I get. I get the feeling that Tony, this news came out and Tony gave us every chance to make it right, every chance to get him to stay. And we did nothing. We did absolutely nothing.
He loves the city, and I think he loves the fans and his players and the boosters. And I think that's probably about it.
What came out? I've been out of the loop most of the day.
Oh, boy. So, all right, Matt, you want to start?
Okay. How much do you believe to be true of what you've heard? How much is that, and how much is just kind of conjecture?
I mean, with what Kendall Rogers said, I believe the majority of it. With what has come out of UT Athletics, kick fucking rocks, Danny White. Come on.
I don't believe everything, but I believe most. There have been a few things that have been said by multiple people that make me think there's a lot of truth here.
Such as? What were the big ones?
The most alarming thing was I haven't listened to this yet, but apparently Chris Burke said on some show today that there will be books written about how this all fell apart and that Tony didn't just want to go just because it's the Giants, like something along those lines. Like there was something underlying that Tony was just upset with.
And
Which
that, like, I want to go ahead and say, like, I'm not mad at Tony. Caleb, I feel like you're not mad.
I'm not mad
None
at
of us
Tony.
are
No,
mad at Tony. Happy for the guy. Once in a lifetime opportunity. I think it was Garantano tweeted like, "Oh, the Giants, one of the most historic and prestigious franchises in professional sports." Like, if you fucking believe that, like, come on. Like, yes, they have history, but no one sit there like wearing a damn San Francisco Giants hat out in public like they are the Yankees or the Red Sox. Like, nobody sees the Giants in that aspect, in that light. But
They
yes,
were
happy for Tony.
New York's third-rate team that became San Francisco or California's what-rate team.
I mean, it's a good job. It's not the Rockies or but it's not. You're right, man. It's not the Yankees. It's not the Red Sox. It's not the Dodgers. But it's kind of probably in the next kind of tier or something.
Yes, but
Cool.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not mad at Tony. I'm mad at Danny White.
so the news comes out, and then Tennessee, Danny White releases a statement, which Tennessee Athletics Twitter says, "A volunteer legend, Orange Heart. Congratulations, comma, Tony, exclamation mark." What?
Okay.
What? Oh, man. Nothing we could do. Gosh. Congrats, Tony, for following up into this prestigious job. Congratulations to Tony on this incredible opportunity.
I mean, that's fine with me, man. We've screwed up here. We need to capitalize on whatever we can. We'll set that aside for a second because I'm worried that we're not gonna. But
the growth of baseball on Rocky Top has been remarkable, culminating in the 2024 National Championship.
Let's just cut to the real issues here. Apparently, Danny White has talked to Tony. He talked to him on Saturday, is the reporting, and not once since then until Tony told him he was leaving today. So that's completely unacceptable. Apparently, so Tony's been angry about the rev share allocations. Whatever. I don't have a problem giving the Lady Vols some money, but it also seems like they've been kind of undercutting Tony on some of the other NIL stuff. Like, apparently Tony was promised to get the money from all these exhibitions they do across the state, and now the AD is just kind of like taking that and put it into the general fund. And apparently there's an issue. They can't get their portal class paid their NIL money this year because of the rev sharing model.
And do we not have the mega boosters to pick up the slack?
I think they will. I've heard apparently Tony is just frustrated that he has to do this all kind of on his own. He doesn't feel like he has, like backing from the AD unless Tony goes and does it himself.
What, the baseball lieutenant didn't facilitate all this?
So
and the press conference today was an all-time bad press conference, Chris. You need to go back and watch it at some point.
Can you describe it?
So Danny leads off and is like the first words out of his mouth, he's like, "Congratulations, Tony." And then like the very next thing he says was, "Oh, our budget for baseball has gone up from $3 million to $14 million. And we have great revenue from baseball." And he just talks about all this financial stuff. Like anyone cares about the financials right now. Like, and then
everybody that watched that press conference, and I'm basing this off of the callers to Tony Basilio and his panel, after that press conference said, "What in the actual fuck is this guy talking about?" Like, it was completely asinine.
Okay.
Stuttering over every sentence.
Yes.
Just absolutely pathetic.
So,
Misread
And
the
there's no way
temperature.
he was just like out there caught off guard, like, oh, we didn't see this coming. He knew it was coming. He's scared shitless because he knows he fucked this up.
He
and then there's the
misread
whole
the mood.
yeah.
Did he?
Well, okay. The biggest gaffe had to be when somebody asked him like, "What's your relationship with Josh Elander?" And asking about his candidacy, and Danny said, my lieutenants handle that. I'm not in the business of being chummy with assistant coaches.
Yeah. Says he doesn't talk to assistant coaches.
Like, literally made it sound like he'd never talked to Josh Elander before.
Just heard who he
Instead of-
was today.
I mean,
Wow, sounds like a great guy.
not
Invited me out to Kobe's there in Halls.
in actuality, I would hope that he's not chummy with anyone. Friendly, but not backslapping. He's the guy that has to kill you if needs be.
No, he needs to be chummy with the baseball program. It's the best thing he's got going.
He probably is approaching it like a pure executive.
Yeah,
But
and then I don't know, the whole Frank Anderson interim just makes me so nervous.
What was he said that he spoke with Frank, and what was it that Frank said? I forget.
I don't know what Frank said. Danny said he wants Frank to be our shepherd during this time.
Yeah, and then Frank, he said that Frank replied with something, but I mean, it was typical Frank, but I don't remember. But I think
two guys walk into a bar. Whatever he says at the mound is what I hope he said to him.
I think you guys would agree with this, but this is how I feel. Tony was always going to leave for something bigger and better. It was inevitable. It was going to happen. Maybe not as soon as we wanted, but it was going to happen. And everybody thought that Josh Elander was the next in line. He's loved among the fans. I mean, from all accounts, he's the architect of what we've been doing on the offensive side of the ball. Everybody said this is the next guy. And now we've got Danny White trying to go out in the middle, in the beginning of winter, trying to hire a damn baseball coach because he wants his mark on it. He wants to put his stamp on it. And that pisses me off. Like,
yeah,
that
Danny could still make this right, but like,
no,
if we don't hire Elander, it's essentially Danny saying, I want to throw away everything Vitello's built because all the former players are going to turn on the program because they all want Elander. They all love Elander. And we're going to be starting over.
And that's what Tony said. Yeah. Tony said Danny wants to get rid of all of this Vitello stuff, wants to clean house, wants to get his guy in there.
I mean, how dumb can you be, though? You just spent $100 million on a new baseball stadium.
Yeah.
Like,
and Danny White, let me be clear. You built nothing, okay? You had nothing to do with the success of this baseball program, okay? It's the coaches, the players, and to some extent the fans, okay? The people that paid good money to put their asses in seats over there. And now you're saying, no, you don't need that. You need what I want you to have.
Yeah, they want us to hire a little green guy from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, one's fucking Mark Wojnarowski, Adrian Wojnarowski.
It's the only thing about this. I mean, Tony leaving it feels terrible, but the only thing that truly makes me queasy is the idea that we would just start from scratch.
It's the stupidest shit. Like, what are we talking about? Why? What are you doing?
I don't even understand the reasoning here because, like, to me, it's the easiest thing for Danny to do is just to give it to Elander, and if he is terrible in a couple of years, then no one's going to blame Danny for that. Like, they're just going to say it didn't work out. It's another Michael Early situation at A&M. Like, then Danny can go hire his guy. But, like, I don't know why he would take any risk here.
And making
there's a
Frank Anderson the interim, like, why? Frank, this is the last stop for Frank. He probably doesn't want to do this. I don't know why Frank didn't tell Danny White, like, no, make Elander the guy. Like,
I mean,
I'm just
at
here
the
to
end of
coach
the
pitching.
day,
Like,
if he hires Elander in a week, I'm fine with how he did it because whatever. Frank is only that coach for a week, but I don't know. Like you've had people like Chris Lowe throwing this Oregon guy's name out, which means there's something to it. Like
they're pitching stuff out there. They're getting ahead of it.
Who's apparently made one super regional in 9 years. Like, no, thank you.
But, they just started the program back up because Oregon State was so good. And if you are a potential head coach, why would you want to come follow this? Why? Why would you want to step into these shoes? Fans are already, like, judging you. They're already saying, oh, he's not Tony Vitello. I don't know. With Elander, though, you get that, okay, this guy, he was here. He helped build this. He was ever much
Every
as part
step
of
of the way.
this as Tony Vitello. And it was right there. All you had to do, Danny, was come out and say, yeah, we're going to promote Elander. We're going to let him continue this. But no.
Is it a pride thing? What do you think it is? If this actually
freak, he doesn't like people that aren't his guys, aren't yes men for him. He's been frustrated with how Tony runs the program. Probably thinks Elander's going to just be an extension of that.
Damn, man, you won a national championship. God, I would have done it a little different. Like,
God, how sobering.
It honestly makes me worry about everything in the whole athletic department.
You think this?
I'm feeling right now is our little window of, wow, things are going great. It's over. It's gone. It's buried.
What about your soul?